Hey guys, this is Alcatraz with Pony411, and today we are going to be reviewing the Fluttershy Pirate Pony figure. So, there it is. And really quick, let's talk about the packaging, get that out of the way. So, packaging is pretty simple, nothing really fancy to it. We have just standard box, profile image, and on the back, just a quick overview. There is nothing fancy about the box. It doesn't like show any other characters that go with it or anything like that, so it's pretty basic, pretty simple. So there's that. So for the figure itself, quick overview. It's pretty nice. I like it. Nothing super fancy and different than any of the rest of the pirate pony figures. So if you've got any of them, you kind of know what to expect. Go into a little bit more detail. The paint is actually pretty good with a few minor problems here and there. The back of the coat here, you can see a little bit of the blue underneath in areas because it's blue with green painted over top, but nothing really super major there. There's a little bit of blue on her legs and such to where it's kind of oversprayed in areas, but again, nothing horrible. There's one thing on her eye here, on the inside eye. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can focus in on that. Yeah, I'm not certain if it shows up in the camera very well here, but there's like a little spot in here where it almost looks like the eye is folded over on itself. Kind of hard to see past her hair though, so that's a little bit minor, but it's there. Let's come out again. So, other than that, there's a couple little flashing errors, nothing major there. A little bit here on the tail. There's another spot on the back of her head, but probably correctable. Not a huge amount of worries. So, as far as like flashing or paint goes, no super major issues, so that's kind of nice. As far as like articulation stuff goes, surprisingly, this is one of the few figures I think where her wings don't want to just fall out. It's been a consistent problem with all the almost all the Pegasi, where the wings just feel like they're going to fall out. But this one, they're pretty good. I like that. Her tail is a bit loose, but that's fairly fixable with a little bit of floor polish, but it's not like really bad. Legs, the back legs are actually nice and stiff. They're not flopping all over the place. Front legs though are always a slight problem, and this one is not as bad as some of the others, but there are some points where it is kind of loose. But I think my biggest flaw is actually still with the front legs. See if you can see that in the camera. The front hooves almost seem like they're swapped because they're angled kind of odd. They're angled outward. And yeah, it almost looks like they got the left and right swapped, but the printing on the bottom seems to match. So I don't know, maybe it's just mine, maybe it isn't. That's probably my only biggest issue with it, really. But it doesn't seem to really affect how it stands. She still stands just fine. Although there is a slight twist to her body, I guess. Maybe I think this back leg is also slightly too long. But it doesn't really affect the stance. But it does mean she only really stands on 3 for the most part. So she stands like that, with the one hoof up, fairly well. So I guess it works. The last point that I find really interesting about this figure in particular is her neck joint. One, it does swivel side to side like you would expect, though her hair here does get in the way of neck articulation. It's not a problem with the joint, it's just her hair is always in the way. It will go twist this way, but here it just catches on everything. But the biggest one, her up and down, you can probably hear that. Her neck is on a ratchet. This is new. They've never done ratcheting necks before. We'll actually bring in the Pinkie Pie one, so you can see them next to each other, and two, as you can see, there's no ratchet in the necks. But now they've, at least Fluttershy has a ratchet. I don't know why they added a ratchet to the neck. I mean, the necks have never really been problematic on holding their position. And this does kind of limit the points you can put it on, but that is one heck of a ratchet, though. So, yeah, ratcheting necks are weird. As far as accessories go, though, I think that's the only thing left to really talk about. It says she comes with 3 accessories, and I guess they are, well, 3 accessories and a pet. The accessories, I guess, will be her headband, which does come off. So, it's kind of nice. I believe the other one will be her coat. The back of her coat, at least, does also come off, just like the other ones do. So that comes off. And it's just a little plastic pin tab thing underneath. I don't recommend taking it off because you can see all of the paint stuff really, yeah, just kind of ugly without the back of her coat on. And let's put that back on. And it just pins on here. And the other accessories. She has a bottle. Will be the 3rd accessory, a bottle, which is open on the bottom. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, but it is just kind of open. So kind of interesting, but whatever. Saves plastic. And her pet, she comes with Angel. An interesting thing, Angel's head actually is on a pivot. It isn't just one molded figure. So that's actually kind of nice. A little bit of extra stuff. So, yep, that's pretty much all there is to it. Oh, right, and she does have cuffs. They are separate pieces. They do move. So, you might reposition those or whatnot, but they don't really move very far. So, can't do a huge amount, but they are there. So, yes, that's about it. I like the character overall, even with its flaws. It's only there if you really look for it. If it's just sitting up there, sitting up somewhere where you can just see it on a shelf, you're not really going to notice it huge, especially if you pose it in certain ways. So overall, I like the character. I like the pirate pony characters. I love the designs. So I would recommend getting it personally. But yeah, there it is. There you go. Hope you liked this review, and hope you'll go look into all of our other ones. So, until then, see ya.